You've just literally come from a panel where you were talking about the e-commerce space on the continent. What are some of the strategies that you think companies need to employ to make sure that they are really in line with e-commerce on the continent and not just adopting from elsewhere in the world, to make sure that it's really tailored for Africa?
Okay, like I said, Africa is a very big economy. The e-commerce, how do I put it, future is very bold for Africa. In 2025, it's been projected that $75 billion is the revenue that should be expected from that sector. So I think just for four countries, Egypt, South Africa, Nigeria, and Morocco. So for me, I tell businesses, small businesses, big e-commerce businesses, that no matter how small or big you are, what you should do is to try and make sure you have the infrastructure and the required skills that you need. And if you don't have that, if you want to focus on your core business, you can partner with organizations that have what you don't need. Right? That is what a lot of companies are doing. If you are a retail company, that's where I work, you don't need to have a logistics business. You don't need to have a last mile business. You can look for organizations that have the skills, everything that is required to be able to meet your customers wherever they are and partner with them to deliver on your promise. So I keep telling businesses, invest more in training your staff. Also, if you can't get infrastructure you require, partner with other businesses that have what it takes to be able to deliver on your goals.
Wendy, can you talk a little bit about the importance of localization? You mentioned there about the importance of local staff, localizing in the various parts of Nigeria, very specific dialects, specific cultures, and how you employ local people there and the importance of that.
I think it's very important because what you see is that we have different target audience, especially in a country like Nigeria that is very diverse. And I believe South Africa is also like that. We have over 300 dialects in Nigeria. So what do? We find out that the kind of products that people like in the South is different from what they like in the North. So your stores should be in a format that is suitable for that particular environment. It is only when you have store autonomy, that means your business model is suitable for every local environment you operate. Actually, I believe that helps organizations. For example, from your top of mind awareness, you tweak your campaigns to the languages of that particular environment. You employ people from that environment. So if they feel at home, they have that sense of ownership. A typical example would be during the NSAS riot in Nigeria, for example. You find out that some stores were never attacked because the locals, they felt it was their business, right? So they did everything to protect our stores in that location. So I think working more with the communities, listening to the locals, finding out what they need so that you can tweak your strategies to be able to meet them, or your business model to meet them in the short and long term, is one thing every business should do.
Listening to your consumer and localization, e-commerce, one of the buzzwords at Africa Tech Festival 2024.